As we're nearing the end of the quiet chaos driving me mad reading and writing period, I thought it appropriate to announce my upcoming project or my next writing endeavor. And as I sat back and thought about what exactly I wanted to come across with composing something else, I realized that much of it has to do with wanting participation on the part of my subscribers or people who frequent my content. So, um, the idea I have now is that, and this ties back into the video I made a while back about society encouraging us to be evil, and really the point of those who do awful things are congratulated or showered with biographies and movies about them and various other ways of just being remembered, even if it's in an infamous way. So I want each of my subscribers, at least those that actually will check this out, who are interested, by the way, if this meets their qualifications or their spikes their belief system of, oh, just something I should get behind. I want my subscribers to send me a private message, stating their willingness to participate on this with me and what exactly they would like to um, see written about them. And the way this would work is that I would talk with that person or potentially people, depending on how many people actually want to do this, um, and we would pick out what exact things they would want stated or otherwise um, mentioned in some novel that is about their life. William is saying hello, and Anthony is saying he's down. So, Anthony, if you are serious, you know what to do. Go and send me a private message. And hello to William. So, again, me and the person who is the subject of this biography would, um, have some kind of long-ranging discussions. Um, and really, and this is kind of the major point of this. Some will say this is premature. Oh, I haven't accomplished, these seven, eight, nine, 10 things. But when you start these at an earlier age, such as 20 or 30, 15 maybe, um, a lot of times you have people who have had experiences that are different from others at these particular ages. And what's really worthwhile about not that long having passed since they've been alive is that you can get interviews with their parents, with their grandparents, various people that might not be around in 10 to 20 or 30 years to recount those stories. So I think this will be a interesting um, thing to try padding out. And again, if you are interested, I prefer to be sent a private message stating why you think you would be a good person to write something about, um, and if you agree to the terms and conditions of having these discussions with various questions. Look, if there's something you don't feel comfortable including, don't include it. I don't know. I don't have a window into men's souls, so I can't see what exactly has happened with a person to where, oh, this should be included, this should not be included. That entirely is up to you, and you can determine that prior to even interacting with me. And let me say hi to Tatiana. Um, so again, this ties back into the video with my opinion that it's really a shame that the worst individuals, the ones who go out and become these military dictators and various murderers, can go and chalk up biographies and in some cases have major films made about them. But then people who go and support somebody's channel and regularly try to comment on stuff and get involved with their activities, um, just choose not to, or are chosen not to by society to have something made about them. I think the overall goal of this is if you can get um, people to become convinced, hey, I can be remembered or otherwise have something done in reference to me in a major way just by subbing to somebody and regularly talking to them. That when you do this, you disenfranchise them from wanting to have their name be remembered through some nefarious way. Because a lot of people are looking for attention. A lot of people just want to be remembered in some small way, and this is my attempt to change it. I'm not some major film producer or, some well poised author, but I can certainly sit at a keyboard and attempt to compose some story based off what is given to me. And it would be theoretically less difficult because it would be um, biographical, so we wouldn't have to make anything up or put out some outline of how something would go. And even in that case, I still might say, "Oh, what did you do when you were, during your childhood and during your years after that?" So I think the idea is there. I want to thank everyone that's come in the comment section. Let me say hello to Dirk before I sign off. So I appreciate it. And Dirk is saying you have a voice just like everybody else is how to use it. I agree. Again, but the understand the major part of this oh, let me say hello to Sea Lab Beach. I hope you're doing well. The major aspect of this project, the ideal goal, is to present the narrative that you can actually get something done as it pertains to yourself without having to be the subject of something nefarious or just worldwide. Some people don't get novels written about them, even if they become senators or governors. Some people don't get books written about them, even if they're major musicians. And I want to revert that in my own possible way. There comes a time for spotlights to be shined on those who, um, typically don't get it, and I'm attempting to use my supposed talents for that. Um, and we'll see what happens. So again, before I go off, private message, um, stating why who you are, various little tidbits, age, whatever, why you think that you would be an interesting subject, and hey William, don't say that. Hey, tell you what, if you think that's the case, then private message me. Tell me something about it. So I appreciate it.